The DMC anime has recently released on Netflix and oh boy, it's a TV show alright. Look, I'm not really on the side that's calling it the worst video game adaptation ever, but I'm certainly not a fan. Hell, I'm willing to say that this is the worst DMC anything ever. Yes, even worse than that game. Let me explain. Let me preface this by saying that if you're just looking for a TV show that looks good and has great action, the show's not bad. Honestly, if this show wasn't attached to the DMC name, I probably would have said it was a good show, even a great one. But I would highly recommend you watch the show first because I'm about to spoil a lot of stuff. In 3, 2, 1. Who are these characters? If you tell me that they're Dante, Virgil, and Lady, I'd call you a damn liar. First, Dante is way too weak in this show. Even if this is supposed to be him at his weakest point, like how he is in DMC 3, which the show takes heavy inspiration from, there's just no way that he would lose to Lady in a 1v1 fight. Especially when the scene just before he took on 100 bounty hunters, dodged mad bullets, and took a shotgun bullet to the stomach and shrugged it off like it was nothing. And that leads into my next point where Dante is just written very inconsistently, especially when it comes to his strength. So you're telling me that he can lose a lady in a 1v1 and can't break out of handcuffs, but later on in the same episode he 1v4s all of these super powerful demons? Virgil isn't in the show much, but the parts where he is in it are just head scratching if you played the games. The ending really pisses me off because it just feels like a shoehorned in reason for them to play Bury the Light. And why is Virgil working under Mundus to free demons? Oh, and the demons! In the games, it's very explicit that the demons are just bad, straight up, no good ones, no nothing. So that's why when Sparta turns on them and sides with the humans, it makes them a one-on-one demon. And why Virgil and Dante are anomalies in the games. Like even DMC Devil May Cry got this one right. So having misunderstood demons and having them be allegories for how the US treated Middle Eastern people back in the late 90s and early 2000s sucks because this isn't what DMC is. Lady has to be the character who suffered the most from this adaptation. Cause putting these characters side by side, they're not even remotely the same. The different backstories and the motivations and just the way the character acts during the show. It's all for the worse in my opinion. Also, why did they make her curse so much? Like every other word out of her mouth is an F-bomb. It's actually kind of impressive how bad her dialogue is. But those are just my thoughts on the new DMC anime. Tell me what are yours? Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to tap back in for season 2, because Capcom is never gonna make Devil May Cry 6.